Hey guys, Hitman89 here, I hope you're doing great. Last week we had the best PC games of 2024, check it out if you missed it. And today we're gonna be looking at the 10 best multiplayer games of 2024. Before we have a look at the first one, if you wanna get all your games for cheap, head over to Instant Gaming. They have all the latest games and they're at least $10 cheaper. You could also get Game Pass Ultimate for your PC or Xbox, so you can play Black Ops 6 Day 1 and plenty of other games. If you're on PlayStation, you could save up to $20 on your PSN cards. Instant Gaming is 100% legit, so go ahead and use the link in the description to get your favorite games for cheap. Now let's have a look at the first game on my list. You can play Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2's campaign with up to 2 friends, and what I love about it is that it's pure fun. It's also super gory. You'll be tearing these aliens apart. Literally. Every time I see an enemy flashing red, I run as fast as I can so I can execute them, because the executions are awesome and they don't get old, which is great, especially in a game where you'll be cutting through relentless hordes over and over again, and if you're not careful enough, you can be overwhelmed real quick. By the way, this isn't just a co-op game, there is some PvP too. Oh, and single player is also an option, which is awesome. The next game on the other hand is for those of you who want to have a challenging PvEVP experience. Hunt Showdown 1896 had a complete overhaul and a rebrand earlier this year, alongside with its release on PS5 and Series X. I captured this footage on PC and honestly, it looks sick. So you play as a hunter and you have to locate, fight and banish powerful enemies. But watch out, cause other players will be doing the same thing and they could even be watching you, letting you do all the dirty work so they could just kill you, steal your bounty and proceed to the extraction point. That never happens to me, cause I suck at this game. At number 3, we have a completely different genre. I've never been a MOBA fan, but I dragged my brother into playing Predecessor when it first came out, and we've been playing it regularly ever since. I gotta say, this is one of the best online games this year. Definitely give it a shot instead of wasting your money on Smite 2, cause this one is free. I really enjoy playing as a jungler, cause I can level up by killing these minions while waiting for the right moment to gank an enemy. I love easy kills. The fourth game on my list is also free to play. Off the Grid is a battle royale game, and I know we already have a billion of those, but what makes this one unique is the fact it runs like shit. That's not even a joke, by the way. Performance is terrible, but the game's only been in early access for a couple of weeks, so hopefully they'll optimize it some more soon. Now what actually makes Off the Grid unique is the fact it's set in a cyberpunk world where everyone's got cybernetic arms and legs. You can swap them in game, and you also have a jetpack and a grappling hook. Another thing you can do in this game is respawn if your teammates have enough cash, which is awesome, especially for someone like me who sucks dick. I honestly found Off the Grid more interesting than Warzone. Consider checking it out. Now let's change things up with an MMORPG. New World has been out on PC for a while now, but Aeternum landed on all platforms last week, and it's not bad at all. The combat system is more than decent, and I like how the game also has some survival elements, like chopping down trees, hunting and harvesting materials so you can craft all kinds of items and gear. Full crossplay support is the icing on the cake here, so you can play with all your friends. Another interesting game we had this year is the Outlast Trials, because there aren't that many multiplayer horror games out there that are actually scary. But this one got it right. In this game, you're basically a lab rat and you have to go through a bunch of horrible trials. Preferably with up to 3 friends, so you can work together and get past the AI enemies. They're not that smart, but honestly, when they start chasing you, it's scary as fuck. At number 7, we have Black Ops 6. I'm not even a COD fan, I prefer shooters with destructible environments like Battlefield, you know, back when it was good, but Black Ops 6 fixed many of the problems the previous game had. The download size has been reduced, the map design improved, the campaign is definitely better this year, oh and Black Ops 6 Zombies is awesome. Just get Game Pass for a month and play Black Ops 6 on PC or Xbox. That's what I did. Now let's have a look at the next game on my list. Palworld has been out on PC and Xbox since January, but it finally landed on PS5 last month. And if you like survival games where you can capture and enslave these Pokemon-looking creatures, make them work for you, and even shove your arm up their ass and use them as a flamethrower, then you'll love Palworld. Next, we have Helldivers 2. I think everyone knows about Helldivers 2 by now. I mean, it's one of the best games of 2024. But for those of you who live under a rock, this is a third-person extraction shooter where you and up to 3 of your friends fight a bunch of giant bugs and robots. Now if you happen to be on Xbox, or if you want a first-person shooter where you can build defenses instead, then Starship Troopers Extermination is what you need. This game supports up to 16 players, which doesn't change much in my case cause I don't have any friends. The game is actually pretty good, too bad performance goes to shit when there are many enemies on screen, which happens all the time, but the latest update already improved the frame rate a little bit, so that's good. In my opinion, this is a good alternative to Helldivers 2. Now before I let you guys go, here are a few honorable mentions you should definitely check out. Chained Together is currently only available on PC, but there's a clone called Chained Climb Together that's coming to console soon. Speaking of console, Phasmophobia is coming to PS5 and Series X October 29th. Another game you should check out is X-Defiant, which is not really doing that great, but if you want to play something close to COD and you're broke, try out X-Defiant before it dies out. 3 years after releasing on PC, Valorant finally landed on console earlier this year, and it's still awesome. And that's gonna be it for the best online multiplayer games of 2024. If you found this video helpful, a thumbs up and a subscription would be great. Oh, and if you want more games for less money, the link is in the description, so go for it. It's been Hitman89, have a good one.
I will not stop, I am prepared to get to the top, yeah, you must be rare. God, I'm like, hey.